Mike Wylie. I'm chairman of WBHO, and I'm going to tell you a few things that I think are useful for time management. Time waits for no one. It's a precious commodity, so it's worth giving it the respect it deserves. So I think planning yourself, your day, your week is obviously crucial. So that for me starts on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, and so that by the time you hit the office on Monday, you hit the ground running. Each evening I make a list of the people I should call the next day, and the best time to call them is early. So you know, obviously the earlier you start the better. So you know, try and be in the office by 7, and by 7 you phone quite a few of the people, and you've caught them at and you've caught them because they're not in meetings or anything. So again, you've used that time effectively, and you don't have to get back to people. And the other thing is delegation. I think you've got to have the balance between what to delegate and what not to delegate. Obviously, if you delegate, you can have lots of spare time, but if you delegate incorrectly, it's all going to come back at you, and you're going to get very tied into very time-consuming unraveling of issues. So I think you've got to do things yourself as much as possible, and then you've got to delegate as well. But definitely you've got to be hands-on, because if you're hands-on, you're up to date with all the issues. You make good decisions, and you sort of keep to a minimum the bad decisions, because every bad decision takes an enormous time to unravel. So yeah, that balance between what you delegate and what you do yourself. Another thing that I find helpful, in fact I get a bit paranoid about it, is keeping up to date. So by the end of the day, there must be very few emails, SMSs, phone calls that you haven't made, because as soon as your email's outstanding, you have to start scrolling through a lot, then you're in a bit of a mess. So you know, I really like to be totally up to date, and especially by the end of the week, you've dealt with everything, and there are very few issues that you've left. Because the quicker you deal with something, that obviously the sooner you deal with it, the quicker you'll deal with it. And also, like taking calls, I really try and take all my calls when they come in, because to get back to somebody can be very difficult, and therefore very time consuming. And then learn to say no. You know, you've got to, and again it comes back to what I was saying about good decision making. A lot of good decision making is learning to say no, when to say no. You obviously don't want to lose out on opportunities, but if you make a wrong decision or not properly thought through decision, again, the time to unravel it is really very time consuming and pretty stressful. Yeah, so those are the things I do, and hopefully that's of help to you.